Welcome to the Sales Influence Podcast, where we talk about finding the why in how people buy. I'm your host, Victor Antonio. Thank you for joining me today. Today I want to talk about something. It's a simple tool, but I'm blown away with how many salespeople don't use it or don't go through the exercise of actually doing what I'm about to show you. If you do what I'm about to show you, if you follow through, I am telling you right now, you will be more effective at selling. So today I want to introduce something called a comparative analysis. Ooh, sounds complicated. It isn't. A comparative analysis is simply an item-by-item comparison of two or more comparable products or service. Now, you ever go on a website and you know how they have those three programs? Like, let's say I want to buy a product or a service, rather. And let's say I want to buy a service on the website, and they give me three options, right? Good, better, best, or bronze, silver, gold. And then they have this like little matrix, right? That says if you get the bronze plan, which is the lowest level, you get ... these three features. But if you move over to the silver, you get those three features that you got in the bronze, but you also get ... three more features. But if you go for the gold, you get what you got in the bronze, what you got in the silver, and you get ... That's kind of a comparative analysis or matrix, right? You're comparing different plans based on the features it's going to offer you. Now, think about it this way. If you're selling a product or service, have you created a comparative analysis or matrix with your top, let's say, two competitors? Here's how it would work. Much like the websites, comparing three options, you do the same. On the left-hand side, your rows, you're going to have, let's say, the top 10 features your customers care about, right? They care about feature A, B, C, D, all the way down to 10, feature 1 through 10, right? And then across the top, you're going to have your company, right? And then you're going to have your top two competitors right next to each other. And what you should do within this matrix, if you can visualize it, is you're going to check off all the features you offer, which are going to be all 10, right? These are 10 features that customers really care about. Then you go over to your first competitor's column and you check off what they have and note what they don't have. Then you go to the second competitor and you do the same thing. And what you should have in front of you is a simple visual tool that will show you where you're different, what you have that they don't have. And what I love about this tool, it's a very good way of training salespeople to understand and appreciate the value of what they're selling when they realize that their competitors are not offering the same thing, right? Now, I often get several questions when I have this discussion. Well, Victor, what if our competitors offer everything we offer? What then? Because now everything's checked off, right? You got 10 items, you've checked it off, and they've checked it off. What's the point? Look, here's where you really have to think out of the box. No two companies are built the same. No two companies are identical. If we really sat down, you and I, we're in a room together, I am telling you right now, I will find something that you have that your competitors don't offer. I'll say it again. I will find something that you do or have that your competitors don't offer. And so what I want you to do is to do this self-analysis. What is it that you do? What is it that you have? What is it that you offer that your competitor doesn't? Let me give you some examples. Let's say that within your company, you have people who've been working there for 20 years. In fact, when I add up your support team, that's about 500 years of expertise. Well, maybe your competitor offers all the same features, but they don't have the depth of expertise that your company has. See what I mean? Find something that you have that they don't. Another example, maybe within your company, again, your products are all the same, you offer what they offer, but your system, your tracking system, and your remediation system, that means when they have a problem, your remediation system is faster and more efficient, then maybe that becomes a value add that you put in the matrix. Call it a remediation system or tracking system, something that says, hey, our competitors don't have this. Maybe it's a turnaround time. Maybe because your system is faster, it can actually resolve a problem in less than 3 days. Maybe your competitor can't do that or commit to less than that. And so that becomes a competitive advantage, something that should go in the matrix. So what I want you to do is step one. Look at the top 10 features your customers typically want. It could be top 7, but let's go for top 10. And then look at your top 2 competitors. Put them right into the matrix and compare what they have and what they don't. And wherever there's an empty space, something they're not offering, that is a weakness. And that is a weakness that you have to attack. Now, if they have everything you have to offer, then we need to relook at the matrix, add something that they don't have. These are the things I already talked about. Number of years in the business, number of years of expertise, tracking system, remediation system, turnaround time, whatever it may be, find something that you can put into that comparative matrix that you can say to your customer, look, this is what we have that they don't. Because the brain, let's go back to the brain. The brain is a contrast machine. Let me say it again, contrast. It looks at differences. When customers look at you versus your competitor, they're saying, what's the diff? What's the difference between you, Victor, and your competitor? And once they see those little empty boxes where your competitor can't check it off because they don't have it, that immediately adds value to your product or service. This makes your presentation that much easier. So by understanding what your competitors don't offer, you put yourself in a stronger position to sell more effectively. So the task is to create a comparative analysis that has some differentiating features that will allow you to sell more effectively. And that is it for the Sales Influence Podcast. Don't forget to leave me some feedback on iTunes, Stitcher, or YouTube. Let me know what you think. I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, check out my online sales trainings platform, the Sales Mastery Academy, at thesalesmasteryacademy.us. salesmasteryacademy.us. 26 courses, 300 plus videos, my books. And again, if you're serious about increasing your sales ability, increasing your sales velocity, check it out, salesmasteryacademy.us. Lastly, I want to thank you for listening. This is Victor Antonio, always reminding you, selling ain't hard when you know how. Take care. Hi, I'm Victor Antonio. I'm an author, sales trainer, and keynote speaker. I'm often asked, what makes a great speaker? Is it someone who delivers real content that the audience can use? Is it someone who engages the audience so they're part of the learning experience? Or is it someone who can motivate an audience to push them beyond their comfort zone and discover new abilities? The answer is yes. But the most important thing to remember is that I'm not there to look good. I'm there to make my client look good. Simply put, it's never about me, and it's always about them.